Hey class. I'm going to be talking about the vulnerable populations. We're going to talk about the 8 different topics. So first one we're going to talk about is infectious disease. Infectious disease, of course, the main one is they could get some sexual transmission disease such as HIV, AIDS, chlamydia, all those different kinds. Next one I want to talk about is mental health. Mental health kind of relates to addiction, but if you want to talk about mental health, they have they could they're more vulnerable to mood disorders, um, bipolar, schizophrenia, and just any kind of disorder that affect your mental your mental your mental issue. I would say, it could also kind of relate to homelessness, since I remember reading an article back in the day that mental health is correlated to homelessness. Next one is addiction, which also relates with mental health and homelessness. Addiction could lead to alcohol, which is common, sadly, drug and substance abuse, where you see a lot in Skid Row areas in LA, and impulse behaviors, which is also seen. Next topic we're going to talk about is violence. They're more vulnerable to They're victims of rape and domestic abuse. Next is life in the rural setting. Life in the rural setting, there are 3 kind of subtopics or 3 things that I really want to talk about: is language barrier, lack of education, and lack of resources. Due to living in those sites, in that population or that rural setting, it leads these 3 things, which you could be very vulnerable to. Next one is migrant health. Migrant health, if you're moving to a different part of a city that you never been part, I would say you're kind of more susceptible to other infectious disease and limited access to health resources due to probably not having insurance and all that. And you could also say it would relate to language barrier and lack of education. Next, homeless. I would say homelessness also relates with poverty, homelessness, exposure to environmental hazards such as just basically living in the street, um, more prone to getting addicted to drugs just because of the environment outside and all the other homeless people. Lack of shelter, which is really, you just don't have any safety, just basic needs that you don't have. Um, Lack of proper nutrition. They basically live day by day trying to keep themselves alive, eating and getting food from other people. And financial instability. They are homeless just because they can't afford to live in a home, or many things going on. Next one would be poverty, which does relate to homelessness. Fear and poverty could lead to lack of proper nutrition. You'd probably be eating really unhealthy food, and financial instability, which puts stress on you, and all of these topics could lead to an unhealthy way of living. All right, thank you. And these are my references here, right down at the bottom.